Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Uh, Hello everyone. We are from Group 15, present by me, Biko Elfarol Mohammed Gabriel, and Mohammed Dzakwan Rosyid, Frafasta Gading Cahya Sakti, Syahrul Hendianto, and Irfan Ramadhani. Uh, Today we're going to talk about TV revolution. First of all, what is television? Television or TV is telecommunication medium used for transmitting moving image in monochrome or black and white, or in color and in two or three dimension and sound. The term can reverse to television set, a television show, or the medium of television transmission. Since the discovery of television by John Lodge Baird, tele- television has changed from time to time to become more perfect as it is today. So, before discussing any further, we're going to discuss its change in TV from decade to decade. Next is going to explain by my friend Dzakwan.
Okay, thank you. Generation 1920. In the 1920 generation, John Lodge Brett from Scotland succeeded in updating television with the result that start television called displaying moving shadow image, and it was first published in London in 1925. This television, the first model, had a small display on the rack and huge cabin. This first TV were very simple in comparison to your technology today. They implement particular shapes such as the octagon television as you can see here. Although the technology was impressive, the video quality was not. Facial features were not recognizable unless the artist or the actor used makeup worn in a specific ways. Okay, next slide. 1930 generation. This set saw a giant leap in video quality from 100 scan lines of the start of the decade to 405 scan lines. In 1936, for the first time, the Berlin Olympics were broadcast to television stations in Berlin and Leipzig, where the general public could watch its rich live. Next slide. 1940s generation. After the Second World War ended in the 1940s, they began to take over the public attention and replace radio thanks to its ability to combine sound and picture. And the difference what with the 1930 generation is used even higher resolution, including the NTFG standard of 400 line of resolution and better audio. However, in the 1940s, it was difficult to produce CRT or cathode ray tube screen less than 12 inch, so need projection techniques to the screen on the TV get bigger. Okay, the next slide is Irfan. Thank you.
Okay, 1980s generation. The 1980s was the end of the TV is furniture era. This will replace with scalar projection TV with the larger screen and minimal cabinets. The 1980s Casio made the first LCD TV. They were tiny and pixelated, but it was a huge step forward. Okay, the next 2000 generation. Along with the times in the era of the 2000 generation, television began to develop. More and more scientists to develop bigger and more advanced television. Then LED TV arrived which were superior to Brock's. A few brands experiment with ambient lighting to make the TV more immersive. Through the digit LCD TV became pretty smart. They were able to display content from your computer as well as connect to different services on the internet. Okay, next 2010 generation. 2010 with the best combination of the tech money can buy 4K LED and 3D, which all had just been introduced. Her screen became the premium feature for a few years. It was meant to reduce glare and immersive version by taking advantage of our peripheral vision. This work well for computer monitor, but it is barely noticeable on TV. Something truly immersive was the introduction of wallpaper TV. These are almost this credit card. Okay, the next is television benefits. In the following, we'll discuss the benefits of television.
The first is entertainment. In addition to disseminating information, television is also used as a medium of entertainment for children and adults. Various kinds of entertainment appear on TV, such as cartoon, soap operas, and a movie. The next benefit is surveillance. Surveillance. There are two types of supervision, namely warning or beware surveillance and instrumental surveillance. Warning or beware surveillance is the function of monitoring what occurs when the mass media informs about threat from expel from hurricane, volcanic eruption, alarming conditions, and inflationary shocks of military acts. Where instrumental surveillance working is instrumental supervision itself, it to cover or disseminate information that is useful or can help the wider community is everyday life. The third advantage is advertisement. Advertising is any form of communication and to move it a potential buyer and promote the seller of a product or service. The influence public opinion. When public support to think or act in the accordance with the wishes of the advertiser.
Hello, my name is Syahrul. Now we will explain the disadvantage of television. The first is one-way communication. Just like radio, television also only provides one-way communication. This means that audience can only listen to what the media is saying on television, but cannot give a direct response to them. The second one is broad segment. There are many types of television shows. Some are for children, teenagers, and parents. This is where the problem lies, where these types of impression are shown randomly, so not infrequently. There are children who watch television shows that are not in accordance with their age. So things like this should be watched out for. And the last one is deployment network. Not all television stations are able to reach all regions in Indonesia, especially remote areas. This is what makes information not spread evenly and is one of the advantage and disadvantage of television that people still complain about it. Discussing about advantage and disadvantage of television bring us to the end of my presentation. I welcome any suggestion, correction, inputs, and question relating to my topic. I deliver my best gratitude for your fully attention during my presentation. Thank you. Good afternoon. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.